compression socks and upcoming races. In the words of J-Lo, I bet you didn't know I could do that, did you? It's week 22. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some compression socks and recovery techniques that I found that have been beneficial while I've been running this past week, which was my first real week of running. We're going to be talking about some upcoming races and some people that you're going to be introduced to. So, stick around. Okay, so kind of a lot of new information coming up from the last week and a half since my previous video. Probably the biggest one is I completed my first real week of workouts from Brandon, which consisted of a 50-minute negative split, a 45-minute easy run, and four 4x5s. I think it's usually 5x5s, but 4x5s are running 5 minutes at a quicker pace. For me, it was 7:30-minute miles, which I actually tended to err on the faster side of because I was so nervous that I would be running too slow. And then those 5 minutes followed by 3 minutes of pretty substantial recovery. So either that's 3 minutes of walking or 3 minutes of a slow jog. For me, I found it best that, especially when I was really pushing myself, to do 2 minutes of a walk, a fast walk, and then 1 minute of a jog, ramping back up into that next set of 5-minute, 7:30-minute pace. So I'm psyched because I did on, off, and I followed each workout by rice, or really, I guess for me, it was more like riche. So I didn't really do a very good job of ice, but I did rest for about 30 to 45 minutes. I wore some compression socks that he gave me, and I kept my feet elevated above heart level. Compression socks, I know probably a lot of you use compression socks, right? If you do, let me know down below. Let me know what you think when you use them. Some people find that using them while they work out is really beneficial. A lot of research lately has been pointing to using them after you work out to aid in recovery and kind of speed up that healing process, letting you get out there sooner. So I've been wearing them not while I was running, but after I was running. And after 3 workouts, averaging about 45 to 50 minutes a workout, and 5.5 to 5.75 miles a run, my legs felt really good. I had a little bit of residual tightness in the calves, mostly in the gastric, the upper part of the calf. The soleus wasn't too bad, which is usually where I feel pain, and I think that's what was affecting my kind of Achilles tendonitis, which I also wanted to talk to you about a little bit. Brandon sent me a great article about that, which discussed Achilles tendonitis, specifically in runners, and really how this article proposes that there's really no such thing as Achilles tendonitis, that it's not really that ligament becoming inflamed, but instead all of the muscles that surround it, and I think that makes a lot of sense. In fact, we'll put a link to that article in this message below, yeah? Because it helped me out a lot, both with my understanding of Achilles tendonitis, or what I perceived to be that, as well as some different ideas for kind of healing. But this article really gets at that there's kind of 2 different camps, 2 different reasons why you might be experiencing these symptoms that you would think are Achilles tendonitis. But I'm not going to go into that. It's better for you to just read the article below. If you have any questions or comments, let me know. I'd be interested to hear what you think about it. But for me, it really helped kind of separate the possible reasons for it, because I really don't think it was underdeveloped muscles on my part. I do leg weightlifting, and I'm not too chicken leggy down there. So that's been great, and I've been back to running. And more cool information is I finally signed up for my next race. Now it's just a 10K, so I hope you're not let down by that. I know I've really only done 10Ks up to this point, but as I mentioned in a previous video, we had discussed that with experiencing the pain that I was feeling, kind of, and what exacerbated it, what helped it heal up a little bit. Running at quicker paces for shorter distances has really been beneficial, and that's really letting me run at all anymore, which I'm psyched about. So I'm doing a 10K April 9th. It's the rescheduled Chicago Perfect 10 that was supposed to be in October, November. It's a 10 mile and a 10K. For me right now, I'm doing the 10K. I'm really looking forward to getting a nice quick time in, seeing if I can get a little bit of improvement. Another fun piece of info about that Chicago Perfect 10 is my friend Allie, who was going to run the 10 mile with me back in October, November, whatever it was, will also be running that race, but she'll still be doing the 10 mile version. She just ran her furthest distance ever a couple days ago, 8.1 miles, which is really exciting. I'm really excited for her. And actually, this coming Thursday, we're going to be going on a trail run together. I found an 8-mile loop trail in the Chicago area, and I'm psyched. So I'll definitely be taking you along with us for that, and you're going to get to meet her and hopefully get a little more scenery than the what has probably become very boring for you apartment that is my home. But yeah, so 10K coming up, legs have been feeling good, quick recovery after, no real pain, slight moments of discomfort, but nothing that I would call pain. And I've been enjoying running, the weather's getting beautiful, it's been in the 40s and 50s every day. And there's a half marathon coming up in June and July, so I'm gonna kind of choose one of those, probably wait until a little bit later in April and see how I'm feeling. Right now I'm thinking of July, just because there's some other fun races coming up in May and June that I might want to take advantage of. But running season's here, I'm finally able to run, and I'm really enjoying it. By now you might know this is my pre-run mirror, but it is 64 degrees here in Chicago in the winter, and I'm dressed like this, and I'm going for a run.